I'm George Guite. I'm PCC Secretary of Upper Ryedale, and we're in the benefice of Helmsley in Upper Ryedale, outside Revo Church, awaiting walking down to the Abbey. Last year we launched the Upper Ryedale Trail as part of the Yorkshire Historic Churches Ride and Stride event in September. And then we were having a discussion with our Helmsley colleagues about the hamlet churches and Helmsley Church, and thinking that wouldn't it be a great idea to have a trail that linked all of the churches in our benefice. We discussed that with the Reverend Mel and a number of colleagues, and we set up a planning route to make that happen. So we've now established a 41-mile trail around all the churches in the benefice, and it is a smashing walk through the North Yorkshire moors, as well as a horse ride if you want it, or a cycle ride. It is open to everyone. There are parts of it that are challenging. The walk begins and ends in Helmsley, it goes from Helmsley to Eastmoors, and then across Eastmoors onto Billsdale West, and then down Billsdale, and that part is steep, and then out of Billsdale up Malkinbower across to Hornby, and that's tough, and then Hornby through Cadale and past Mutton Grange to Old Byland, and that's another tough part. But after that it moves on to Scorton, then Colt Kirby, then from Colt Kirby down to Revo, and this church here, and then Revo Abbey. And they're pretty good. Each one has a section that could just be walked in its own right by people of all capabilities, really. And we're establishing a trail for horse riders and also for cyclists. So we're hoping to make it a national thing. We've got a generous grant from the North Yorkshire Moors Association to publish a guidebook, and we've also got a good grant from the North Yorkshire Council to enable us to put up signposts around the path. So we actually are in a good position. We hope to have it ready by late spring for people to start doing it, and to join us in September in the YHCT Ride and Stride.
I'm Reverend Melanie Burnside, and I'm priest in charge of Helmsley and Upper Ryedale, and I also look after the Methodist churches of Helmsley and Revo, and these beautiful communities that are on the North York Moors and the lovely market town of Helmsley. It's wonderful. They'd had this wonderful idea to set up a pilgrim trail, and I've just helped them to connect with people locally, with the Abbey and with the North York Moors folks, you know, to help it all come together. It's kind of snowballed, really. Trying to help to raise money and to raise awareness, and to help people to enjoy these amazing churches that are just sat there out on the moors for anyone to pop into, say a prayer, have a little bit of peace and quiet, and to enjoy, you know, get out there and see them. It's finding new and inventive ways to help people that have a spiritual hunger to reflect and to connect with God, with nature, to dig inside themselves and think about, you know, maybe what's missing in their life, and how we can help them fill that up. Sadly, I haven't done all 41 miles yet. I've done some chunks of it, but no, Joyce and Mal are the pathfinders. They're the ones that walked it again and been unhappy with the route and done another little section of it. And they really are wonderful pilgrims for God, doing amazing things out there in the countryside.